The voice of David Ben-Gurion declaring the establishment of the State of Israel in May 1948. The Balfour Declaration was a letter sent by British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour to a member of the British House of Lords, Lord Rothschild, on the 2nd of November, 1917. This letter, sent to a leading figure in the British Jewish community 100 years ago, had repercussions which even its authors cannot have imagined. Whatever its real intentions, it went on to have a profound impact on the Middle East and its people. And its effects still resonate across the region today. In 1914, these soldiers were fighting on the battlefields of Europe in the First World War. The Allies, Britain, France, and Russia, fought the Central Powers of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottoman Empire for 4 years. But the land and sea war was not the only battleground. Muscle was also being flexed behind closed doors as Allies conspired how to redraw maps to their own advantage when the conflict eventually ceased. Sir Mark Sykes for the British and François-Georges Picot for the French plotted how to divide the Arab lands of the Ottoman Empire, assuming it would finally fall. The Sykes-Picot Agreement planned secretly to divide it into French and British spheres of influence, France taking Anatolia and the Mosul area, while the British extended their control over the southern Levant, expanding eastwards to Baghdad and Basra and all the land between the Arabian Gulf and the French territory. Historic Palestine, then still part of the Ottoman Empire, was a bone of contention and would be put under international administration.
La Palestine, Français, Anglais et Russes n'arrivent pas à s'accorder parce que tout le monde veut avoir la Palestine. Pourquoi? Parce que, d'une part, la Palestine, la France a de très riches souvenirs en Palestine, et l'Angleterre, elle, c'est surtout la position de la Palestine qui l'intéresse, parce que la Palestine est relativement proche du canal de Suez. Le canal de Suez, c'est la voie qui mène à l'Empire des Indes. On décide de créer un régime international, d'internationaliser la Palestine.
عندما وزعت نسخ الاتفاقية على المسؤولين البريطانيين الكبار وجدت معارضة وأثيرت حولها تحفظات كبيرة ولكن لم يكن هناك رغبة للتراجع.
I think the British felt that there had not been enough government involvement in concluding the Sykes-Picot Agreement with the French. And in that process, they had not really protected their interests well enough for a post-World War era in which the British Empire would continue to seek to be a dominant force in European affairs. And so, really, officials across Whitehall, including Mark Sykes himself, felt it was a bad deal.
في أثناء هذا الجدل أعتقد أثيرت مسألة أنه في هناك حركة صهيونية وأنه في هناك جزء من اليهود يطمحون بالعودة إلى فلسطين وأن يكون لهم يعني وجود في فلسطين وكيان في فلسطين. وأنا أعتقد أن هذا المناخ هو الذي أطلق العملية التي أدت إلى إعلان بلفور.
And it's of huge significance that when they're making these discussions, Jews and Zionism are not discussed. Jews were not to feature in the new cartography of the Middle East, which was to be based on the idea of the Arab nation.
Zionism was the movement supporting the re-establishment of a Jewish homeland in the area it defined as the historic land of Israel. The movement was active in early 20th century London, especially because of the persecution of Jews in Russia and Eastern Europe. Theodor Herzl had founded the Zionist movement in the late 19th century, but Jewish people in Western Europe had not rushed to support it because they were integrating quite successfully into society.